Today we'll be looking at indices, logarithm, and sort. But in the course of today's studies, we are going to concentrate on indices. There are about 7 laws of indices, but we are going to discuss 5 in this lesson. So, the laws of indices. Laws of indices. Number 1. This law states that when the base are the same, you pick one and then you plus their powers. So, and the reason why we are plusing the powers is because there's multiplication here. So it is called the multiplication law or rule. Then law 2. This one states that when the base are the same, we pick one of the base and then we subtract n from m. And the reason we are subtracting is because of the division sign here. So when it is multiplication, we plus the powers. When it is division, we subtract the powers. This one is called the division law or rule. Then law 3, when a is raised to power 0 is equal to 1. That is, anything can substitute this a. If 1 is here, raised to power 0 is 1. If 2 is here, raised to power 0 is 1. If 3 is here, raised to power, if 100 is here, raised to power 0 is 1. This is one of the law of indices, that anything raised to power of 0 will give us 1. Even though it's alphabet that is there, any alphabet raised to power of 0 will give us 1. This is called the zero law. And number 4, we have bracket. A raised to power n raised to power is equal to a n n. This one states that when you have a number here raised to power another number, bracket raised to power another number, you pick the base and then you multiply these two together, m and n. Then number 5, we have 1 over a raised to power n, which is equal to, you take a, then this 1 minus is same thing like this, then you put your n, or you can do the reverse. It can be a raised to power minus n is equal to, this minus here means 1 all over, then a raised to power n. N here stands for any number. So these 5 laws, we are going to treat them in this class. We are going to bring one example each from these laws. So examples. For law 1, state that when a raised to power n times a raised to power n is equal to a m plus n because of the multiplication. So we want to look at 9 raised to power 2 times 9 raised to power 3. It becomes, we'll pick one of the 9 because they are of the same base. So put 9 and then plus these two together, 2 plus 3, and the answer is 9 raised to power 5. This is the answer. So it's very easy and simple. Then law 2, we have am divided by an equal to am minus n. So if we have 5 raised to power 3 divided by 5 raised to power 2, same thing as we pick one of the 5, then 3, then since it's the division sign we put minus 2. The answer becomes 5 raised to power 1. So therefore answer is 5, because 5 raised to power 1 is same thing as 5. Then in law 3, this one is self-explanatory, that anything raised to power 0 is 1. So if we put 100 raised to power 0 is 1. If we put 50 raised to power 0 is 1. If we put x raised to power 0 times b raised to power 0, this becomes 1 times 1, which is equal to 1. So this is the law. Then number 4, we have an bracket n, which is equal to n. So if we have 3 raised to power 3 bracket 2, it will be equal to 3 raised to power 3 times 2, which will give us 3 raised to power 6. So this is the answer. Then the last law, which is number 5, 1 all over an is equal to a raised to power n. So if you have a question like that, and I said we can also be reversed, like when a is equal to n raised to power n minus n is equal to, take this minus becomes 1 all over then a raised to power n. So we are going to solve it in the reverse terms. Now if we have 1 over 2 raised to power 3, you can also write this thing like this. We can say 2, this 1 over becomes minus, then raised to power 3. Now if we are saying we can take this one in the reverse form, we can now say this minus will become 1 all over, and then this 2 will be here raised to power 3. So these are the laws. I'm going to bring more questions on this, complicated questions on this. That's in one questions you can even do more than one law in that question. So we are going to stop here for today.